What is up guys, it's your boy Swollam here, back with another classic WoW Season of Discovery video for you. So today we're talking about the Azeroth Commerce Authority reputation. This is a brand new reputation that has been put into the game with the launch of Season of Discovery, and today I'll be talking about everything you want to know about this profession or reputation, why you should care about it, and also how to farm reputation. Now, you farm reputation usually by handing in certain boxes that you can either just hand in as you get them, or you can fill them up with certain materials to get better rewards. The better rewards include getting more silver from the quests, and also way more reputation. Now, for the boxes, you have tier 1 boxes and tier 2 boxes. So tier 1 boxes are basically the ones you get up to level 10, and tier 2 are after level 10. Obviously, tier 2 gives you way more rep than tier 1, and so on. So if you're farming these boxes and you're level 25, then definitely farm in a level 10 plus zone, Westfall for example, Duskwood or something like that. That way you get tier 2 boxes, which gives you way more reputation per hand in. Like for example, I'm getting 650 rep from the ones I'm personally handing in. Now, throughout this video, there will be a ton of tips and tricks. The last one will probably be the best one, including how I power farm the reputation in just about under 2 hours. All the way, like right now, I'm still stuck on neutral, but I'll show you. It's gonna go all the way up to honored, like in this video basically, if I hand in the boxes that I currently have. So, there's a tip coming, but why do you want to care about the profession or reputation? I keep messing that up. I've been streaming for 15 hours and I'm kind of tired, but I want to get this video out to you guys before I go to bed. So why should you care about this faction? Let's take a look. Now, going over to Wowhead, they have something called the Azeroth Commerce Authority Reputation Guide. I am not going to read through the entire guide, but I'm going to show you why you want to care about this reputation, and basically how you farm reputation is through Waylaid supplies that I just talked about. These are the supplies, this is what they look like. You can hand them in without adding the copper bars in this example, but by adding the bars you will get way more rep, like double the rep, right? So you definitely want to if it's cheap enough for you. Some of them will be very expensive, in which case you might just want to hand them in without actually filling them up, right? But either way, you have tons of them. You have level 10 like tier 1, and then you have level 10, 25. You can see the difference between them here to see if yours is tier 1 or tier 2 before handing in. Now, here's the thing, you get different rewards. At friendly, you can get a 10 slot bag for 45 silver. That is like number 1. It's unique, so you can only have 1, but that gives you a 10 slot bag for only 45 silver, and the bag space in phase 1 is really lucrative, so getting this one definitely helps you out, and that's just at friendly. You don't need anything more. You also get cloth gloves, which is a small upgrade for level 12. You get leather boots for 4 agility, once again for level 12, or mail wrist with 2 strength, 2 stamina for level 12. Now they want you to get to friendly as soon as possible, right? So level 12 rewards. Now at honored, you can get 1 rune for every single class, and this reputation is the only way that I think about, that I know about, to get that rune, which is why I'm personally doing it on my warlock to get the last rune that I need, because currently I have 11 out of 12, so I'm missing this one. So you can see here which ones you get: Arcane Surge for mages, Beckoning Light for paladins, Everlasting Affliction for warlocks, Healing Rain for shamans, Serpent Spread for hunters, Single-Minded Fury for warriors. If you're doing dual wield warrior, this is absolutely essential and mandatory. You also have Skull Bash for druids, Teasing for rogue, really good for tanking, right? Need to have this one, and Epiphany for priest. And yeah, that's basically it, right? You have some patterns as well, the Phoenix Bindings and Mantle of the Second War. Now, those are the rewards. That's why you should care about this. And obviously to farm this, you farm the supplies, but how do you do that? Well, they drop in the open world by both mobs and chests. In this case, my recommendation is find a location that has a lot of chest spawns and mobs as well around those chests, because you can get them from mobs. They actually have like probably about 1, 2 or 3% drop chance, because I get them from mobs just as often as I get them from chests when I'm farming in a heavy chest area. Now, an example of that is this right here in Duskwood. I've been farming here today, and I go all the way from these 4 chests to these 4 chests, and that means I'm doing a circle with 8 chests in between, and I get like tons of these guys from the chests, and then you can also loot them from the mobs. Now in Westfall you have something similar. You can do like over here you have 5 chest spawns, 6 if you include this one. You have a ton of spawns over here as well, so basically once again just find a location with a ton of chest spawns. Use Gathermate 2, download Gathermate 2, and also download Gathermate 2 data and enable chest spawns inside Gathermate 2. That will show you all the locations. Now these 2 are heavily favored for Alliance, and I have a third one which is also favored towards Alliance, because to be honest I only really play Alliance, I'm sorry. But either way, it's this one right here in Westfall, Wetlands. You can see there's tons of chests around the null locations in Wetlands, so Wetlands could be a really good place to farm as well. Like you have the null location, it also gives wool cloth by the way, which is really expensive and sought after right now, so this place could be really good, the Westfall place could be really good, and also Duskwood. So once again, just look at your zones and find an area with a lot of chest spawns and mobs in the same place. That way you're grinding mobs while walking from chest node to chest node and looking for chest spawns. Okay, so now we have covered everything that you need to know about the reputation so far, how you farm, where you farm, and also why you want the reputation, right? And it's obvious now that every class wants this reputation, so let's talk about farming. Farming this crate is a little bit tedious. They did make a hotfix today where you can carry more of the filled crates in your bags. Now to me this seems absolutely pointless, because this still means you have to carry loads of materials in your bags to then fill the crates when you find them, or you need to level in a party with people carrying materials or doing shit, and then you have to like once again fill the crates. Now what most people do is they find a crate and they run to the auction house, or they hearthstone back or fly back, and then they buy the thing on the auction house and hand the crate in. You don't really go around it with a bag full of materials farming for crate. That's just not something you do. Now the way it works right now is still, it's unique. You can only pick up 1 crate. You can carry more filled ones, but until they're filled, you can only carry 1. So what people do is they go out, they farm 1 crate, they then go back to Stormwind, hand in that 1 crate, or buy the materials and fill up, then hand in, and they go back out, farm again, get 1 crate, and go back. Now there is one way to circumvent this, where you can actually farm as many crates as you want in one go without having to go back, and still get like 10 crates in one go basically, and hand in all at the same time, which is what I want to show you today. This is what I consider to be a pretty big advice when it comes to these crate farming. It will speed it up significantly. Instead of going back and forth for every single crate, you can stay in one location and farm for like an hour, get 5 to 10 crates, and send them all away and get them back. Now the way you do that is that every single time you loot a crate, you throw it away. So if this was a crate, you throw it away like this, and it's out of your bag. It's out. You have deleted the item. After that, you go to your Battle.net page, and you click on the item restoration link. I will have that link in the video description, so you can click that one. That is the EU one, there's a different one for US, but you just click on the item restoration link, and then after that you select your character, you select the items you have destroyed, and you actually just restore them. And the thing is, you can do this once per week, but you can restore as many items as you want, which means you should definitely farm like 10 plus of these, like as many as you think you're missing, and then you basically restore all of them. So just figure out how many you think you're missing, go out and farm for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and just destroy all the ones you get, all the supplies you get, item restore them all, and they will come to you in the mailbox. And I've been farming here for an hour today, a little bit over an hour, 1.5 hours, and I'm just gonna show you. I'm gonna item restore right now. So when you're on the Battle.net account, this is what it will look like, and you're on the item restoration page, right? This is what it looks like. You just click on the items you want to restore. So I want to restore this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. These are all the ones I've been farming so far, on this page at least, and we have another page as well, so I'm just going to restore all the ones I have, get them in the mailbox, and show you what that looks like. So once you have done that on the page and you've clicked on all the items you want to restore, you will get the items sent to you in the mail. Now here you can see there's only one, which might be a little bit off-putting, but then we go to the second one and you can see there's a bunch of crates all being sent to you in the mail. So yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you can farm like 10, 20, 30 crates at the same time. You just never have to hand them in one by one. Keep deleting them. Delete them and item restore. Just keep in mind you can only item restore once per week. So when you do this, it will have a 7-day cooldown on your account. So keep that in mind. But still, this means you can go out, farm all the crates, and you don't have to do it one by one. Doing it one by one will take several hours. So doing this one simple trick will save you so many trips back and forth from your usual farming location and your capital city that it is going to save you hours, depending on like how far up the ranking, so the reputation that you want to farm. Now ideally, at some point they will fix this to where you can carry more than one Waylaid shipment at a time, because as you can see right now it's stuck to a unique 1, and it definitely should be way more. So like I think it should be 10. If you can do 10 at a time, that would be perfect. 5 at a time, I feel like just 1 is at least way too little. Either way, it's a neat trick you can use right now at least, and yeah, just a neat trick. They tried the limited one and were using Blizzard's own systems to circumvent the limit to do it in a different way. And now you can loot one of these, just like go to the auction house and find out if you want to like buy the thing and fill them up. A couple of them will be expensive and a couple of them will be cheap. It just depends, right? Medium leather will probably be way cheaper than buying this one, the pearl clasped cloaks, because they're crafted items. So just find the ones that you think will be cheap, fill them up, hand them in, and get the reputation from those. And this is how you can farm it super fast. Once again, find a spot that has chest spawns and lots of mobs, and just stay there for a couple of hours and keep deleting all of the crates you find and use item restore. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that tips and tricks / advice. Hopefully it helps speed up your reputation farm. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. It really helps out my channel. I am streaming pretty much every single day, both on this YouTube channel and on Twitch. So if you want to come by and say hello while I'm live, well, feel free to do so. I'm streaming like, well, over 12 hours every single day. I am absolutely addicted to Season of Discovery. It's such an awesome version of Classic WoW that I really enjoy, and I'll make a video on why. But hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Well, once again, leave a like if you did, leave a comment down below if you knew about the trick or not. I would be really interested to know how many people knew about this. Yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you today. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one. Peace.